Hey there, friends! Please bring the hype and bring the love for Astrid the Horror Girl running Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 any percent for you right the hecky now.
Oh, hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
It is Astrid the Horror Girl. And what do you know? It's time for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. God, I'm excited. This is this is my game of the year for 2025. I really loved it, and I'm excited to showcase it to you. A lot has happened with this game. I've spent so much time glitch hunting it, routing it, uh, figuring out different things, and I'm definitely not done yet. There's been so many updates since I last messed around with things like that. It's a whole new thing, and it's even different than the run that I'm going to show. This I am using Power Up with Pride as a sort of send-off farewell to the old route that I routed, which was the fastest route at the time for a long time until they um did some patches that made the game even faster. So that's what we're gonna do. If y'all are ready for vampire time, then we will get started. The timer will start when I select resume game here, so that will be in 3, 2, 1, go. And that puts us into this unskippable cutscene. So, this is Fabian talking, and Fabian is going to be kind of doing this noir introduction to the game, which takes place here in Seattle. Now, if you are unfamiliar with the story of Vampire the Masquerade, it is a lot. It is a story that takes place over lots of different books that have come out in 1991, as well as visual novels, interactive fiction, video games, and podcasts, all contributing to the world building, and it's very rich in lore. If you name like a year and a date, I can probably tell you like what was going on in vampire society according to Vampire the Masquerade at that time. Like seriously, going back 6,000 years. They have covered a lot, and yeah, this one takes place in 2024 in Seattle during a snowstorm, a very out of nowhere snowstorm.
Frank, there's someone hurt down here.
Here we are waking up,
Someone on that radio.
and unfortunately for this individual, who seems like a kind enough person, we're hungry.
Are you hurt?
So we're gonna just get going out of here. And I also want to point out that who we are is an elder vampire, so a very powerful vampire. And if you want to see how powerful, what you're about to see is us in a very weak state.
Do not.
Yeah. That's us weak right now.
I must be careful.
We're not doing too hot. What we gotta get doing is figuring out what's going on, where we are, all that. But we have a strange mark on the back of our hand, and we also have a voice inside of our head. What's going on?
Of either. Well, I know the back of my hand like the
That's kind of like the hook that we are put in for the game. We're gonna talk with them, and we find out that they are Fabian. And I'm skipping through that dialogue. Fabian is a Malkavian kindred, and he doesn't know what's going on either.
shall we? Save.
That's a little glitch right there to skip the forced dialogue that you normally have to listen to, so that we can just telekinesis this elevator down and get on our way. That saves about 13 seconds. So if you're looking at this game and wondering, oh look, like first-person action game, that is what it is. Think Dishonored. If Dishonored was also a detective sim with kind of like noir storytelling elements and, of course, vampires. That's pretty much how this game is. So if you like Dishonored, if you like detective noir storytelling, and you also like walking sim kind of storytelling as well, there's all of that and more in this game. It's pretty great. I love this game.
All right,
Now-
Astrid, for people who have like not necessarily had any experience with Vampire the Masquerade before, which I will butt in and say mine was like a LARP. That was my introduction
yeah,
to it.
the look is very good.
But for people who have no familiarity with it whatsoever, do you want to explain the different groups of vampires, the different casts? Because you mentioned like Malkavian, and I assume that there are some people who are watching who are like, what does Malkavian mean?
That is true. So Vampire Society, and vampires in general, Bloodlines mean a whole lot to them because it determines different things about the vampires. So they are separated into clans, and Clan Malkavian is one of the bloodlines that there are. There's also the clan that we're going to be playing as, which is Clan Toreador. I could go into the great depth that follows all of these bloodlines, all of their clans, and all this stuff, but all of them have different abilities, different powers, and different things that make them unique. It would take me so long to get through them. Just know that for the context of this game, Toreador is the fastest, and that's why we are playing as Clan Toreador. And here is the title drop.
Oh, do you actually get to choose your clan?
Yeah, there's 6 choices. You can do Banu Hakim, Bruja, La Sombra, Toreador, and why is my Tremere? Gosh,
Hey there.
it's been so long since I played as a Tremere.
Still here.
Till we worked our caseload, seems
All right, we
we're
got the
stuck
grippers out for chat, and we are ready to get going.
You know, we're all about the special services here. Power up with pride. We do it for
Yeah.
you.
Theodore, that does surprise me. You are different from our homegrown artists.
All right, so
Patience is a closed book, and Isabella, she's a powerful experience.
we find ourselves in this room right here. We chose Clan Toreador. Now we just have to grab these things, grab an appearance, and get going.
And no one in this city will blink twice at you. While you were getting dolled up, I rooted out a memory.
I have to wait for this conversation. By the way, if you see this bedroom and you go, or this apartment, and you go, this place is a mess. My goodness. Just so you know, it is very heavily hinted that the person who owns this place is transgender, and that made me go, oh no, wait, I get it. Yeah, I'm a mess too.
You're like, all right, relatable.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
How do you feel about a donation right now?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, Eric Lawless sent in $20 and has so much enthusiasm. This is in all caps. So, Astrid, it's so good to see you back in Seattle again. You are wonderful and loved. And remember, you have no suspects in the rebar killings.
Oh, true. We do not have any suspects in the rebar killings.
Now, that one actually went to widen the lead to save Seattle. This is how I know this person. So that is our bid war for this very run to save or destroy Seattle. Save Seattle, still in a healthy lead at $240, but destroy Seattle coming up behind at $176. What I know about it is that destroying Seattle takes 4 more minutes, so we'll have more marathon, and also you get to see Seattle be on fire. Astrid, would you like to talk about this bid war a little bit more?
I sure can. So, at some point in the game, vampire hunters that are directly funded by the United States government in this bureau called the Information Awareness Office, come out to Seattle to see what this vampire stuff is about, and you can confront their leader. Now, you have a choice in that instance. You can either turn their leader into a vampire, in which case, you know, they join your side, or you can kill them. And if you kill them, then the United States government goes, oh man, Seattle must be infested. Let's just play it safe and destroy it so that there's no vampires at all. That's the choice.
Wow, so if you want to see the United States government set Seattle on fire, get your donations in because Save Seattle is currently in the lead.
All right. So that was Fabian suddenly having a flashback of what happened to him. So what has happened is that we woke up from our torpor. That is a long sleep for vampires. It can last a long, long time. For Fire, the protagonist who we are playing as, it was 100 years. And when a vampire wakes up from torpor, they are extremely hungry, and they just go on kind of a feeding frenzy. You find out later in the game you went on to devour like 20 other people in your feeding frenzy. But Fabian was our first victim, and when you consume a vampire, you consume their soul as well. And so that is why he is inside of us. His soul is dwelling within our heads. Normally, it doesn't last this long, though. So something else special happened for him to be so stable inside of our mind instead of just kind of being pushed out by our own consciousness. It's a very interesting time indeed. Where we are going to now is to meet the ex-prince of Seattle. So, Vampire Society is essentially, as it normally exists, is organized into a government called the Camarilla. The Camarilla is a monarchical society, wherein each praxis is ruled by a prince. Back there, that woman, Lou Graham, she used to be the prince, but she abdicated her power to her child, Ryong Choi. Child in the vampire sense, not like actual biological child. She turned Ryong Choi into a vampire, and that's what makes her a child. So, that's who the prince is now. And we have to go and meet with Ryong Choi to introduce ourselves, as is tradition. But we've also been told that apparently there has been an attempt on the prince's life by a group of anarchs. The anarchs are another form of vampire society. They believe in all these fringe ideas, these wild concepts called democracy, republic, and rights for the younger, less powerful vampires. Wild concepts, things that, just speaking of them, are far too revolutionary for the Camarilla. So, they apparently made an attempt on the prince's life, so we're gonna go get rid of them while we are on our way to introduce ourselves to the prince.
Can we talk about how you're flying through Seattle? Shoes first. Forget purse first. We're going shoes first.
I'm sorry, I realize I've been talking so much about the lore, I forgot to mention the speed tech. Yeah, the fastest way to travel in this game is by drop kicking. It is the fastest way to travel because of a few things. One, it simply is the fastest. And two, at the very top, you see that, like, comedy tragedy mask kind of thing going on, and there's like the eyeball that grows in size. That is to measure the masquerade. You see, the masquerade is basically what it means for vampires or kindred to hide their nature from humans, to blend into society, so that people don't know that there is such a thing as vampires, and that they are just fictional characters in fictional stories like Dracula and things like that. But there's no actual real such creatures. That's the masquerade. So whenever you do anything strange in front of just normal, ordinary humans, the masquerade meter goes up. And if it goes too high, then you will be killed by someone whose job it is to make sure that you're not breaking the masquerade. Well, here's the thing about drop kicking. It is... Anybody can do a drop kick, right? It's just a thing that somebody can do. So it doesn't make you very, very suspicious if you just start doing a drop kick. People will find it weird, but it doesn't, that's not paranormal. So if you do the super fast vampire running, everyone goes, whoa, no human can run that fast. But if they see you drop kicking down the street, chaining drop kicks, the game reads that as just individual drop kicks. And it doesn't read it as you going faster than a car can move. Because it's just individual little drop kicks. So it only adds very, very, very little to your masquerade meter. So not only is it faster to go drop kicking down the street, it is less suspicious to humans than just seeing you run down the street. It's great.
You know, that's just a standard day in Seattle. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
Chad agrees.
I don't know if you've been to Seattle, but that's just how they get around over there. They just start drop kicking down the street, and you gotta look out because you might be in the way of those drop kicking Seattle folks.
Flying drop kicks.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna talk with the prince and introduce ourselves, but in the meantime, if there's any other donations or if there's any announcements that need to be made, please, now it's a great time.
In the meantime, you should definitely tell people how much time they have to get their donations in for our bid war. How much time is left before we know if we're going to be saving or destroying Seattle? Because that is the bid war that is open for this very run, to save Seattle or destroy Seattle, and Save Seattle is currently in the lead. How much time do they have to get their donations in?
Well, that will happen approximately an hour and 20 minutes into the run, so give or take some time, but around there is when we'll make the final call for it. So if you do want to change it, you're going to want to start thinking about it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So friends, we have 1 hour to destroy Seattle. Can we do it? Save Seattle in the lead.
Seattle.
Or Save Seattle, that's true. Save Seattle in the lead at $240. Destroy Seattle behind at $176. Reminder that what is on the line here is 4 minutes. It's going to make the run take 4 minutes longer if we destroy Seattle. So more marathon for y'all. And you will see Seattle on fire. Now, if those are things that you really want to see, that you want to have happen, we've learned also it's the U.S. government that's going to be setting Seattle on fire. If you would like to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's technically vampire hunters who are contracted by the U.S. government.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. So, yes, if you want to see vampire hunters set the city of Seattle on fire, get those donations in. Do remember that the bid wars do not click on themselves. You do have to click on them when you are donating to Point of Pride.
I guess it was a dream, but no, those were memories. I mean, things that
Indeed. So,
maybe misunderstood.
I would also love to see some donations from people who are, big fans of Vampire the Masquerade, like yourself. As you've said, there is just an unbelievable amount of lore for this game. So please donate to tell me your favorite clan and why.
yes, please. I'd love to know folks' favorite clans. I'm in Clan Bruja, by the way. So, if there's any other folks in Clan Bruja, I'd love to know.
That garden, that strange voice.
All
feel
right,
like
we're
it will be
talking
fun to read. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
It will be fun to read, and also everybody watching will learn more about the clans because there's just so much information about all of them. It'd be a great way for people to find out about your favorite clan.
The sheriff has
Indeed. Also, that was us just talking to the prince, who's like, hey, my sheriff has gone rogue and is indiscriminately killing thin bloods. I'd like you to stop them. So we're on our way to tracking down the sheriff to stop them. This is very unorthodox. The sheriff is supposed to be the enforcer of the prince's will, so the sheriff going off and doing their own thing, that's not a thing that's supposed to be happening at all.
There, the one hiding.
All right, we're gonna go ask this person very politely where the sheriff is. In the meantime, it's worth noting that what the sheriff is doing is hunting thin bloods, which are basically very, very outcasted vampires. They are vampires in that they drink blood, but they don't have a lot of the same powers. They can actually spend some time in the daylight, which normally vampires, the sun is kind of the last thing that a vampire would potentially see. It cooks them. So they're very different, and they are outcasted. They are not looked upon in a good light. And the sheriff is basically out just indiscriminately killing any thin bloods that he finds in the city, which is bad. And yeah, we're gonna go stop that from happening.
The Western Rest site. I have a memory that anarchs do hang out there. We won't find a welcome. As far as they know, Benny's still sheriff.
This map
Alright.
seems really huge. Can you enter just about any building?
Anarchs, you are most.
Some buildings you can, and most of the time it's only when the game says that you can.
Ah.
I can glitch my way into them. However, most of them, there's no actual inside
nothing
when
in
it's not
there.
letting
Yeah,
you
yeah,
in.
yeah.
So you just fall through the world when you do that. Alright, so we did a little bit of leveling up. We're just gonna grab this stuff here
Captor, whoever that was.
and go through that wall. And
Some people pay for a therapist.
Ah.
Guess Benny just pays to get his suit clean.
we're just gonna go right on in through this construction site to go and find Sheriff Benny, who apparently, the Anarchs caught up with the sheriff, and they are restraining him till the Anarch leader Katsumi comes and deals with him. All right. This is a little bit of aspect of some stealth here. So we're just only going to kill this one guy here because getting into the doors like this is a whole proximity thing. You can't open that door until the nearby enemies are taken care of. And so you just need to kill whoever is in the proximity of the door. And if nobody else hears you, then you can just go in, which is nice.
How convenient.
He's a tool pour. Wanna
Oh, I did have it? Cool. Okay, and we're gonna fight Benny now. It's not gonna be much of a fight though. Boop, boop, boop. All right, and we have an ability called Beckon that we're gonna use, which hypnotizes him. It's a Toreador ability, so he's not gonna be able to do much fighting because we'll just keep doing that to him. One more time. And that's the fight right there. We're gonna talk to Katsumi.
Did you just punch that guy's head right off?
It has that angle, but no.
Okay, all right. I thought you were like, and that's the end. And I was like, oh.
You can take people's heads off, but that is not what occurred right there. It does have
Alright.
that angle though. I thought it was that way the first time I played, for sure.
That went well. Though I do wonder how Katsumi will react. This will make our investigations easier, but there's a phrase.
All right, so I went back to the prince, and the prince was like, "All right, you're the sheriff now," which is extremely unorthodox to say the least, but it makes sense. Fire, the nomad, who we are playing as, is an elder vampire. There's not too many vampires that are as strong as we are. It makes sense to have us as an enforcer. Right now, we're trying to figure out this mark that we have on us, why it's taking our power away, why we have this vampire Fabian inside of our head, and why we can't leave the town. So we need to figure these things out, and the prince is like, well, while you're staying here, why don't you help us deal with our crime problem that we have? So that's what we're doing. We gotta be the sheriff for the prince right now.
The prince is like, as long as you're here, do chores for me.
Literally that, yes.
And you're like, well, you're the prince, so okay.
Uh-huh. First things first, we find out a little bit of why Lou Graham is not the prince anymore. She's been having these strange hallucinations.
Talking of the gangrel.
Right now, we have to go talk to a gangrel, which is the vampire clan that can shift into different animals.
Let's take a look.
They were tasked with getting Lou Graham food, but the thing is that Clan Ventru, of which Lou Graham is, well, they're very picky about their food. And this gangrel is being really not quite understanding what kind of food they need. So we're gonna go grab some things like handkerchiefs and such off of people that Lou Graham would like to eat. This part of the game is all RNG. We are hoping for good luck in finding some people nearby. There's one. Oh no, I got stuck on the car. Which one?
Too much dropkick.
There you are. Exactly. Too much dropkick. Alright. Now we just need one more.
Just one more should have us
There
covered.
we go.
Let's look around.
What does the yellow mean, or gold?
Is he right? No. Gold is letting me know that that's a potential enemy. And those are all police officers. These ones anyways. Hunters also glow gold. Oh, did the game despawn that person? That's rude, video game. Well, while I am looking for a meal, if there's any announcements you would like to make, please do.
I would. I absolutely would. One moment. I'm almost there. Yes, Super Blood Wolf Moon sent in $10 and says, get the government out of Seattle and get trans vampire baristas back in. Now that one went towards our bid war to further lengthen the lead to save Seattle. Our bid war, of course, to save or destroy Seattle. Let me just check where we are in the game here. It looks like we have a little less than an hour until we're gonna need to give you the results of that. Save Seattle in a healthy lead at $250 and destroy Seattle in second place at $176. Save Seattle is the faster choice. Destroy Seattle will, of course, destroy Seattle. And also add 4 minutes to the run. So if you would like to see more marathon, if you would like to see Seattle burn baby burn, then get those donations in to destroy it. However, you can also get them in to lengthen the lead to save it. Either way, all the money is going to Point of Pride. You cannot lose. We also have an incentive open for a run that is coming up tomorrow for Sonic Robo Blast 2 to unlock Sonic Schoolhouse custom map. We're looking for $400 to unlock that. Please do remember that the incentives and bid wars do not click themselves. You do have to click on them when you're getting your donations in.
All right, thank you very much. We talked to Katsumi,
We're getting close.
the leader of the Anarchs,
Troublemakers.
and
Maybe listen in. See
she is just letting us know that there's some troublemakers that are thinking about breaking the Masquerade just for a good time. Well, that cannot be allowed. Breaking the Masquerade in Vampire Society is punishable by death. And we're the sheriff, so we are going to go and deliver the sentencing ourselves.
Lever Tower, opposite side of the Atrium nightclub. You're not even trying to hide.
Like, Chad is bringing sports into this. If you want to burn Seattle, I'm assuming you're a Patriots fan.
Damn.
What? any Patriots fans in the chat? Once again, I still would love to hear about your favorite clan in Vampire the Masquerade in a donation. Please tell me all about them. It has been so long since I played Vampire the Masquerade for myself. I don't remember. I don't remember the differences in the clans. You have to help me out. You have to donate. You have to send in that donation with the explanation of what your favorite clan is and why, so I can refamiliarize myself with the different clans, because the lore is pretty cool.
The lore is very cool. Also, like, you can also take me up on the offer of, if you have any questions about what was going on in Vampire Society during whatever date, test my
that's
knowledge.
right, the Astrid Challenge. You can pick any date and see if Astrid can tell you exactly what was going on in Vampire Society at that time. Please donate with your, I don't know, to stump Astrid, which you probably will not, but we'll see. Maybe you can.
All right.
Any date in the past 6,000 years.
Yes, that's true. Any date in the past 6,000 years, I got you. Unfortunately, we have to be a little bit mean to Max. I love Max, one of my favorite characters. Hate being mean to him, but it is faster to be mean to him. It's faster to be mean to most characters, except for the Prince. And the reason is because if you're mean to most characters, they want to make conversations with you as short as possible. But if you're mean to the Prince, they're just like, excuse me? That's disrespectful. And it's like, oh, goodness, here we go.
They're more like, excuse you.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, is it the basement again? Ugh.
She likes you.
All right. For instance, we've got to go and be mean to Sophia,
As your sheriff,
um,
or a Cammy.
who is
Still need to
a
sit
Tremere,
You'll find her at Wake the Dead.
and she's very cute, and she's going to say very cute things. She's got that nerdy librarian vampire look, and
I'm learning so much about you right now.
She's supposed to help you.
Happy Pride,
I'm
everyone.
just saying. Look at her. Look at her. But we are going to be very mean to her and move on. She has her assistants, which are ghouls, have been kidnapped by some anarchs,
This parking garage
and she would like them back.
from where we first met.
So we're gonna go save them.
I was on a different screen, so I only got to see her for a moment, but there were real Velma vibes. Yes! Chad agrees.
Remember, these aren't Katsumi's.
What, Velma vibes?
Yeah. Chad is like, Velma walked so Sophia could run.
All right, here's one ghoul. Hello, ghoul. Goodbye. All right, time to save another. This is one of the things that makes this a great speed game, is it feels so good to move around the city like this. It really does.
Drop kicking between the buildings. Batman, eat your heart out.
Oh yeah, I've also heard this compared to like Arkham City, in its like movement and stuff like that too. So any fans of like Batman Arkham City, also something that you might be thinking about checking out as well. All right. Okay. And we will let you out as well. Good stuff. Just another day of doing sheriff work.
And taking them to New York.
Just another day of
Drop kicking
busting
down the street.
busting open Amazon vans.
Indeed.
Get out of here. I'm trying to figure out if you're like wearing leather pants, or if it's a leather jacket, and I'm just seeing like reflections.
We're actually going to change our outfit on the next thing, but I do think that it is leather pants. Yes. This is
Not
something
only-
that we
Go ahead.
stole from the drawer of the androgynous, potentially trans woman that lived in the apartment that we're staying at.
Distraction. Just give her time. You did all you could.
Amazing luck for those leather pants to fit perfectly.
I reckon that's your sheriff
Oh,
duty
absolutely.
too, and I can feel that old fireball lurking on the horizon. So, in your own time.
All right. Time for an outfit change, I think. Oh, wait. First, we have to talk to Fabian. He's like, hey, you were really mean to a lot of people. And I'm like, gotta be. And he's like, I get it. Ugh. By the way, these screens, we're skipping all of Fabian's chapters in the story. That is what makes this an any percent run. But yeah, what do you think, chat? We'll go for this lovely suit here. We're gonna get that matching hair there. I'm gonna get those eyes. We're gonna get those piercings. Look at that. That's what I like. That's what we like to see. And we gotta level up a little bit. Okay.
See what the prince has lined up for us tonight.
You have nothing to say about
That's nice and low profile.
Listen, we're in Clan Toreador. In Clan Toreador, you dress as outstanding as possible. You are an artist.
I feel like if you were to see this person drop kicking around Seattle, you're just like, well, yes, this is somebody who would definitely drop kick.
Yeah,
around Seattle.
absolutely. Absolutely. That was Tolly, by the way, from Clan Nosferatu. The Nosferatu have a very disfigured look to them. It's something that happens when they are embraced. The more disfigured and looking almost alien-like, the older they are. So you can actually look at Clan Nosferatu and be like, that looks like a Star Wars alien, and that's probably a very old Nosferatu. But one that just looks like a disfigured person, that's a fairly young one. So we know that Tolly is a fairly young Nosferatu. Anyways, he told us that they haven't seen the Primogen of the Toreador in a while, so we're just gonna go check up on them.
All right, what's a primogen?
Oh, yes. God, see, there's so much. There's so much.
There is.
A Primogen is the representative of the clan
Okay.
in the respective praxis.
What's a praxis?
It is an area, normally a city, that is claimed by the Camarilla to be under their rule.
Right. What's the Camarilla?
The Camarilla is a monarchical kindred society.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. I got you.
I appreciate it.
Not all fresh by the time.
Ooh. Gotta squeeze through. No, don't you dare.
What a rude radiator.
Uh-huh. Alright. The reason I didn't kill anyone on the first floor, but killed them on the second floor is the second floor ones are in the margin for, like, if they are nearby the elevator, you have to kill them before they get in. The first floor, they are not. It doesn't matter if they live or die. So, yeah. Now we're going to, you know, solve this riddle of which screens to touch. It's always the same answer each time, so we're just going about and doing that. And we are on our way. So, during this little scene here, we, suddenly the mark on our hand burns and we are even weaker than we were before. Apparently, Isabella has the ability to control the mark on our hand and weaken us. That's not a good thing.
She has done
So we're gonna have to fight through her little army of blood dolls that she has in this club and fight back. So we're gonna have a little dance party inside of here. And by dance party, I mean I'm gonna punch anyone that gets close to me. So you have plenty of time for announcements, donor reads, or anything you'd like to talk about, Sporadic.
I have a lovely donation here. I hope I say this person's name right or what they're trying to say. Lasky's Shroud? Lasky's? Anyway, it's a $5 donation, and they say, Astrid, it's so good to see you on stream again. You and the community you foster feel like a second home, and you playing VTM games is a part of that. Though we're playing Bloodlines tonight, we all know that Xana is still queen.
True, we do.
Now that one did go to Destroy Seattle. So Destroy Seattle coming up just a little bit in our bid war to save or destroy Seattle at $181. Save Seattle still in the lead at $250. And now we have, how much time would you say that we have until we need to know? Oh, I'm seeing the estimate is different than what I thought it was before. I think I've been giving people the wrong information. Do we only have about 20 minutes for people to get their donations in?
That doesn't sound right. We
Doesn't
should
sound
have,
right either.
We should have more time than that.
40 minutes? Okay, let me check up
sounds
on that. Yeah, let me check up on that. Yeah, what is your estimate? What is the estimate for this run? It's say I thought it was 2 hours.
Is the yeah.
Did you
And
say
about-
2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
The,
yeah. No. If it's 2 hours. Oh yeah, you needed an hour and 20 minutes in.
Yes.
I remember now. 40 minutes. 40 minutes. People have 40 minutes. 40 minutes to destroy Seattle. Or save Seattle. It's up to you. Please get your donations into Point of Pride, and please excuse the discrepancy there. Yeah, I
By
don't
the
know if you've
way-
had a chance to look, but there's been lots of love for you in the chat, Astrid.
Oh, I'm very happy to hear that. Y'all are very nice. I have been out of action for a while, but I'm very happy to be streaming and speedrunning, and streaming is like my favorite thing to do, so I've missed it, and I'm glad to be back. Thank you, everyone. Y'all are lovely.
Welcome back, and it's so lovely to have you here at Power Up with Pride, especially. Thank you so much.
Alright, 1 second. I just gotta... This one I actually have to make sure I select the right things. Alright. Fight against Isabella. Isabella is a Toreador, and after each round of conflict, she goes and jumps back there. Here's the thing about that. She's a Toreador, so we're gonna wreck her art so that she comes back and fights us. Toreadors hate it when you mess with their art, so... Normally, you have to fight like a whole bunch of enemies that come and defeat them, and then she comes back in to fight you. But if we start destroying her art, then she just comes right back in. And that's how we make this fight faster. There we go, and that is Isabella. Taken care of. So, from talking with Isabella, we learned that she is actually aligned with another group of kindred, another form of kindred government called the Sabbat. So, the Sabbat has its own very large history, but the gist of it is they are a theocracy that believes that Cain of the Bible was the very first vampire. And while most vampires actually believe that, they believe that the will of Cain is for vampires to be ruling this world, and it is their rightful place to do that because, after all, vampires are faster, stronger, just in general more powerful than humans. Therefore, humans should just be round up, put in slaughterhouses, and kept as cattle for vampires. That's what should happen. So, they have a bit of a different approach to what the Masquerade means. They believe that it is something that they should look forward to ending for the one day when kindred can rise up against humanity after infiltrating their governments and their institutions and stuff. The Sabbat, for instance, have done a great job of infiltrating churches in Vampire the Masquerade. So, Isabella believes that the time to break the Masquerade is approaching very quickly. Unfortunately, she is wrong, and she is putting the rest of the kindred in danger by very openly and brazenly breaking the Masquerade like this. But such is the Sabbat. We're gonna just break this person's neck, then drop kick this person, because they were the two people by the door, and now we can get going. However, you're not meant to get down there that quickly, so we're gonna reload that checkpoint to make the game think that I killed everyone on the roof, because how else could I be down here if there's people on the roof still alive? If there are people on the roof still alive, then it doesn't let you do some of the important things down here. So that's why we did that.
There, big park.
Now, because we are a Toreador, we can blink, and we can use blink to clip ourselves through walls, specifically doors like that, and just skip that entire fight that you normally have to do, clear the room in order to get the door to unlock for you. We'll just skip right on in there. This part we have to be careful to check and make sure that the game saves. There it is. If you grab that book before the game saves, you get a soft lock. So we had to be careful there. There's a mini boss in there, but we're just going to skip right through that door and not fight the mini boss by blinking through it. Hi everyone, I'm back. And those guys cannot leave that garage. They're not able to do it. So we're just gonna go on without them. And we are gonna go yell at Sophia, because what we learned from Willem's notebook is that normally he gets his blood from a courier that comes from here. And the only person who really spends time here is Sophia and Mrs. Thorne. But Mrs. Thorne wouldn't do something like that. Sophia would. So we yelled at her to figure out where Willem might be. She told us that he's at this factory, so we are on the way over there. There's really cool tech coming up here in just a moment that I'm always excited, because if I pull it off, I feel very, very cool. We're gonna land there. All right, and we made it through without a fight. Because that is a whole thing of if one person sees you going through that, you have to basically fight everyone. We did it without anybody seeing us, just by utilizing our ability to drop kick fly. I
All right, friends, we're going to be taking a short break here, but we will be right back with Vampire the Masquerade, more Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2, as soon as we work out some technical stuff. How are y'all enjoying the run so far? I've been looking forward to this run ever since I found out that I was going to be hosting for it. It's been quite a while since I have interacted with any kind of Vampire the Masquerade content. As I mentioned earlier, my first experience of it was a LARP, and I had no idea actually that the lore had been, that it was so deep, that it had been going on for so long, that it was in so many different forms of media. So yeah, please tell me, in a donation, or, talk about it in the chat. I would love to know what your favorite part of Vampire the Masquerade is. I mean, how you like to enjoy it. Do you enjoy the books? Do you enjoy the games? Do you enjoy it? Turns 35 next month. Oh my gosh. Wow. Amazing. That's really cool, though, when somebody builds a universe and it's really beloved and it just keeps going and keeps, like, they keep coming up with more and more things for it. That's really, really fantastic. That's really amazing. Well, I have been reminding y'all, but I'm going to remind y'all again that we do have a bid war for this run to choose if we save or destroy Seattle. And Save Seattle is still in a healthy lead at $250. Destroy Seattle trailing behind at $181. So if you would like to see Seattle burn, now is the time to get your donations into Point of Pride. Do remember, every single donation goes to a fantastic, fantastic cause. Point of Pride has various support programs, such as their HRT Access Fund, which is a scholarship-like program that provides direct financial assistance to trans folks who cannot afford their gender-affirming hormone replacement therapy. It's just a wonderful, wonderful cause. I want to thank everybody who has donated so far. Our total is amazing. Look at that. It would be so fantastic if we could hit $5,500 raised for Point of Pride by the end of today. We're only $45 away from that, actually less than $45 away from that. So please do get your donations in if you can afford to do so. Graphic novel games. Yeah, Astrid had mentioned that, like, visual novels. That's really, really cool. It just seems like Vampire the Masquerade is available to enjoy in so many different forms. We also have an incentive open right now for a run that is coming up tomorrow. I'm going to check the schedule and see when that run is coming up. Oh, it looks like it's pretty early in the marathon for our Sonic Robo Blast 2 run. We have an incentive open right now to unlock Sonic Schoolhouse, the Sonic Schoolhouse custom map. We're looking for $400 to unlock that, and we haven't had any donations towards it so far. Yours can be the first to unlock, to get us towards unlocking that incentive for that run tomorrow, the last day of Power Up with Pride. But right now, we are right smack in the middle. We're in the second day. Thank you all so much for being here with me. And once again, I would like to give a shout out to all of my demisexuals who are watching right now. As somebody said in chat, there are dozens of us. Happy Pride, everyone. I hope you've been having wonderful Pride so far. And I want to remind everybody that there is no wrong way to celebrate. If you want to be loud, if you want to be proud, if you want to wear all kinds of things, if you want to go to all kinds of events, that is fantastic. That is amazing. And If you don't want to be loud at all, that is also completely fine. If you are in a place where you don't feel like you can let anybody know, that is okay too. We are just very, very happy to have you here. We are all in this together. Happy Pride, everyone. I especially do want to, around this time, I think of my friends who are in places where they cannot safely be out. And yet they know so well who they are and who they love. And I'm grateful that we have this technology, that we can still connect with one another, even with those who don't feel or just know that they are not safe where they are to openly be themselves. So, if that's you, especially, thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy that we could be here for you. And let's all work towards a kinder world together. When I say it's an honor and a pleasure to volunteer for this event, I really mean it. You know, like Point of Pride is a really, really fantastic organization. They really, really help folks to be themselves and to be, you know, to safely be able to do that, to be able to afford to do that. It's just a wonderful, wonderful charity. You know, if you would like to apply to one of Point of Pride's grants or garment programs, or get involved as a donor or a volunteer, or just learn more about them, you can visit them at pointofpride.org. We're just going to be taking a quick break here, and we'll be back as soon as we can with more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines to any percent. Thank you so much, everybody, for your patience. We are back with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Any percent. Astrid the Horror Girl is back too. Let's go.
Hey there, everyone. I am back, and we're just gonna get right back into this in 3, 2, 1, go. So, we have tracked Willem down to this factory, and by tracked down, I mean we asked Sophia, and she said, yeah, he's there. So, we're gonna go have a word with him, because we're just wondering if maybe he knows anything about our condition. And when we talk with him, he immediately tries to use the ability Dementation on us, which puts us in a hallucination, which is what we are experiencing now. We just gotta fight through it,
Some kind of what?
and then we can get back to
Karatu don't have that power.
giving him a piece of our mind.
More critically, why
So that's what's going on now.
is he hiding?
So all of these Sabat ghouls that you see are actually just hallucinations that we are having. None of this is real, but one of these images, which of course is going to be the last one that we get, is going to be actually Willem. No, they're being really weird right now. Alright. And that's him putting us back under some more Dementation. A dream within a dream, if you will, if you're an Inception fan. And now we
You
just gotta do
immediately,
that again.
sorry, you immediately make me think of my favorite manga, one of my favorite mangas of all time. I don't know if you're familiar with Satoshi Kon, filmmaker.
I am.
All right, so Satoshi Kon wrote a manga appropriately titled Opus. I like to call it Inception Eat Your Heart Out. As you know, Satoshi Kon is very well known for liking to mess around with reality and different levels of reality, especially in the film Paprika. I guess hyperfixation unlocked, but I highly recommend reading Opus, and it's gonna take a little work. It's not an easy read. Because again, Inception, eat your heart out.
Listen,
and now back to
allowed
vampires.
be here, if I'm allowed to be here with my hyperfixation right here, you should be able to go into yours, I think.
All right, let's talk about Project Hail Mary. No, I'm just kidding. Vampire the Masquerade.
We went from Satoshi Kon to Andy Weir. How dare you do this to me?
Ask me about Undertale. No, don't. Vampire the Masquerade.
All right,
Actually,
so this
go ahead.
This last part that we have here is we have to look for these phonographs. They're always in the same place, but it's kind of a game when you first play through the game where you have to listen to where they are. Like you follow the sound of the music and they take you there. But as I said, they are... Oh no! Oh! They are in the same spot every time, so that makes it a lot easier. And there's Willem.
I love the number of books in this place. This looks like my dream house. Wait, how do I acquire this?
Willem turned out to be working for the Sabbat as well, for an interesting individual called the Gardener. Apparently he is the Sabbat leader that is behind this. Or rather, that's what Willem seemed to convey to us. He exploded because he had bombs strapped to him, and now we have woken up in front of the prince.
Like you do.
Yeah, exactly. Sophia is mad because she blames us for what happened to Willem.
She truly was fond of Willem.
And now would be a great time to go and console Sophia and let her know that we did everything that we could and tried to help him.
Maybe try and be gentle with her.
I'm just kidding. We're gonna yell at her because it's faster.
We're just so rude.
Yes. Oh.
Vampires the Masquerade. Is now a decent time for some donations? How do we feel about that?
Absolutely, go for it.
All right. Well, Von Aether sent in $25. No comment, just generosity for Point of Pride. Thank you very, very much. And Aragon also sent in $25 and asks, what happened in Vampire Society July 5th, 2025? You know, the day Shumbler took Astrid's Dementium 2 world record from a practice room. Was Vampire Society in uproar? Also, why save Seattle when we cannot have Prince Astrid?
True, we should have Prince Astrid. I agree. But July 5th, 2025, the struggle that was going on in 2025 and is still ongoing right now, like the big concern, is Clan Hecata, and of course the associated clans, Giovanni, Cappadocian, Samedi. They are in an uproar about the promise of 1528, which was a guarantee from the Camarilla to treat all under the Clan Hecata umbrella as equals. Well, apparently, in 1528, that contract, that promise, had a 500-year timeline on it. And if you do the math, that means that it's going to expire in 2028. This is right around the time it was brought up in 2025. So there you go.
Amazing. I do want to point out that one of those donations did go towards destroying Seattle. So in our bid war to save or destroy Seattle in this very game, destroy Seattle coming up from behind again at $206, but save Seattle still in a very healthy lead. You have less than half an hour to get your donations in to set Seattle on fire and make this run last 4 more minutes. Do we want more power up with Pride? Do we want more donations for Point of Pride? Absolutely. You know, you can donate and widen that lead to save Seattle if you want, as long as you do get your donation in. And don't forget, we have an incentive going right now, too.
You tell me. It is your religion.
Well, I mean, I don't really call myself a... Yeah,
All right, we are looking for some books to help Sophia with her research. She is trying to help us figure out what's going on with the mark on our hand. So, apparently Lou Graham hid some books in the church crypt. This church is under La Sombra control, so therefore under Camarilla control, and that's why she's just able to hide things in the church crypts. There is book, and we are out of here. But of course, there are Sabbat everywhere, so we just have to deal with the ones in front of the door. There we go. Okay. I like how Fabian says we can deliberate about that later, and then he immediately starts talking about it. It's great.
And by later, I mean now.
Yes. Fabian's funny. I love Fabian. He's definitely top 3 Malkavians for me. For sure.
I also want to point out to everybody that we are only $10 away, less than $10 away from having raised $5,500 for Point of Pride. I do think that we can hit that mark tonight.
In the meantime, what do you say we check in on Katsumi? Or Kali, maybe?
Well, gotta go back over to the Anarchs, see what's up. And here we have our guy. I'm sorry, Max. I love you, but I have to be mean to you. It feels terrible being mean to Max, alas.
Let's head to the judgment.
Alas, gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta drop kick around Seattle.
Gotta
in
drop
leather
kick
pants.
around Seattle. Listen, you ask anybody who's from Seattle, they'll tell you. It's like, yeah, you gotta.
Let's hope he makes it
What are you gonna do? Drive a car? Absolutely not.
Traffic is terrible. Drop kicks the way to go.
Yeah. You don't gotta wait for like red lights at all if you're drop kicking.
You gotta drop kick Seattle. No, you gotta donate for that.
All right, we're gonna talk to Silky real quick. It's Pride Month. I have to tell you that Silky here, is pansexual and has a werewolf boyfriend. It's important for you to know that.
It is very important. Thank you for sharing that extremely important information with all of us.
No offense to the lady, but she
You are welcome. There's also a non-binary vampire in this game, but we will unfortunately not meet them for the speedrun.
When I smell it.
They are very cool. A Toreador as well.
Sorry, I couldn't remember if there were werewolves in this universe, so thank you also for confirming that.
Yes, so Vampire the Masquerade is one of the sections of the shared universe called the World of Darkness. And there, in that is Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf the Apocalypse, Wraith the Oblivion, Demon the Fallen, Mage the Ascension.
Can we talk about this person's presence to be able to come out of a porta potty looking like that? Like,
Yes. So her story, that's Verona. She used to be a blood doll for Isabella. And the thing about getting your blood drank by vampires, it's very pleasurable. It's an enjoyable experience. And so a lot of mortals who get fed on a lot, they get addicted to being fed on. So she dressed like that and went to a bunch of vampires like, "Hi everyone, does anyone want a drink from me?" Which is a terrible idea because most vampires don't have the restraint to stop after it's dangerous. But we thought we would ask her about things because since she was close to Isabella, she might know a little bit about the Sabbat. So that's why we wanted to talk with her instead of just letting her throw herself to the wolves, as it were. And so her being in that porta potty was very much her realizing, I've made a mistake. I think these vampires want to kill me.
I'll use the power of the porta potty to...
Yeah. Oh. Turned around real quick.
How can I help?
Here's Tolly. Now, Willem was the secret keeper for the Camarilla. When he exploded, that was a lot of records and stuff that was kept by the Camarilla. So, in order to rebuild their database, we're going over to the sheriff's office, which ironically is also in the police station, to go and get his notebook.
I wonder how
And
speedy your men-
this is a little forced stealth mission in the game,
I'll bet they
and
won't even notice.
we're gonna do it basically
Okay,
extremely unstealthily,
Not supposed to be here, and they will
just because there is a route.
Benny's office is dead ahead. Don't let it locked. Breaking that will raise a ruckus. I think there's a vent at the
Alrighty.
back. If I remember rightly, there's another in my office. You could try that.
Stranger! Stranger!
Okay. We're gonna wait for this guy to go.
A guy out there.
Once he turns around, then we can get going. There we are.
Hey, do they know where the kook is?
Dead.
All right.
More company. Just gotta. Aha! Thanks, Smithy.
Does he have on?
Let's get into my.
And we're just gonna casually just walk behind that guy. And then get right on into the
Welcome
office.
to my humble abode. I see the cleaners haven't been in, which is how I like it. Huh.
Now, you may be thinking to yourself, my god, this Fabian, does he ever shut up? Yes. We're just going so fast, so we're going into voice line, right into the next voice line, overlapping the other voice line, just hitting the triggers. It's normally not this much Fabian talking. This is something that's a benefit of the speedrun, is you get to hear Fabian talk a lot.
Wow, I heard that was toxic. Respirators.
But we are on our way. We've got the book. And now we can go give it to Tolly, who is also an openly gay vampire as well. Basically, all the vampires in this game are gay, basically. Which I've been saying. Reminder, everyone.
Yeah, show me a not gay vampire. I mean...
Exactly. Vampires, the gayest creature. Confirmed. It's the truth.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We have time for a donation here?
We have plenty of time. We just gotta go to bed.
Big Scare sent in $5 and says, who do you think is more likely to wade right in there? Benny, Fabian, Tully, or Sophia?
Oh man, to wade right in there. This is an inside joke between me and anybody who has ever watched the terrible reality show UFO Cowboys.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. My drop kicking. It's awful. Who would most likely wade right in there? Honestly, you gotta know it's Sophia. Sophia would wade right in there. She's, as you will see later, the most hardcore of all of them.
I do want to let everybody know that that one went towards destroying Seattle in our Save or Destroy Seattle bid war for this very run, which we are going to need to wrap up in about 15 minutes. Destroy Seattle coming right up at $211. Save Seattle still in the lead at $250. You still have time to set Seattle on fire with your donation to Point of Pride. And look at that, we are less than $5 away from $5,500 raised for Point of Pride. Your donation could put us there. Please do get those donations in. And do remember to click on the bid wars and incentives because your donation will not automatically go towards those.
All right, the prince wants to meet with us. We don't know about what yet, so we're just gonna go find out. The prince loves hanging out in this bar, which is owned by vampires. All right. Yep.
All right, friends, we'll be back as soon as we can. Thank you so much for your patience. We will definitely get this run of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 back as quickly as we can. In the meantime, you've been given just a little bit more time to get your donations in for our bid war to save or destroy Seattle. Once again, Save Seattle in the lead at $250. Destroy Seattle coming up behind at $211 and about 15 minutes to set Seattle on fire and add 4 more minutes to this run. Or you can widen that lead if you have so much love for Seattle in your heart that you want to put your donation towards saving Seattle. I'm not going to stop you. It's going to go to Point of Pride. A fantastic cause. Friends, you are watching Power Up with Pride 2026, our flagship summer event. If you missed any runs in the marathon so far, you can find them uploaded after the marathon on our YouTube channel. You can also stay up to date on this event and any future events by following us on Blue Sky or by joining our Discord. Links to all of these can be found in the panels below the stream or by using !social in chat. The money we raise will go to Point of Pride's various support programs, such as their Electrolysis Support Fund, which is a scholarship like program that provides direct financial assistance to trans femme people in need of permanent hair removal services they cannot otherwise afford, and free chest binders, which provides free chest binders, specifically designed compression garments to trans people who cannot otherwise afford or safely obtain them. It's a wonderful, wonderful cause we're here raising funds for together. So if you can afford to do so, please do consider donating. Look, our total is already incredible. In only 2 days, we've raised almost $5,500 for Point of Pride. Y'all have been extremely generous. Thank you so, so much, everyone. And even if you can't afford to donate, thank you so much for being here. You know, it means a lot. It means a lot to come together for Pride, whether that's in a physical space or that's in an online space. Just by being here, you are helping out. So thank you so, so much. Donations to give the tech team some love. You know, that'd be great. I would enjoy reading them. Feel free to just give the tech team lots and lots of love in the chat right now. They're definitely working hard for y'all, working as hard as they can to get this run back up and running as quick as possible. Reminder that I'm definitely looking for donations to tell me about your experience with Vampire the Masquerade. Tell me about your favorite clan, because I know there are a lot of them, but I don't remember very much about them, and I would love to be able to read out information about the various clans to everyone who is watching right now. So please consider getting that in a donation. We also have that ongoing offer from Astrid that you can name any point in history in the last 6,000 years, and Astrid will tell you what was going on in the world of Vampire the Masquerade at that time. Just an incredible, incredible offer. See if you can stump our runner, though somehow I doubt it. I'd like to remind everybody we also have an incentive open for a run that is coming up tomorrow. That is the Sonic Robo Blast 2 run that will be coming up just a few hours into the third day of Power Up with Pride, in support of Point of Pride. Power Up with Pride 2026. We're looking to unlock Sonic's Schoolhouse custom map. In order to do that, we're looking for $400. So do remember, when you're getting your donations in to Point of Pride, that they do not automatically go towards a bid war or towards an incentive. You definitely have to click on those. I would also love to hear from y'all in chat what your favorite runs have been so far. As I mentioned before, my schedule is such that I don't get a chance to watch most of the runs during the day. And I'm always interested to hear what everybody has enjoyed so far. I know when I look at the schedule, the runs that I would be interested in, based solely upon how much I love the game, such as the Final Fantasy IV free Enterprise run. I'm definitely going to be checking that one out. But if there's something that you saw earlier and you think I should definitely not miss it, please tell me about it. Also, if there's something that you are looking forward to, we have a lot of really exciting games coming up tomorrow. I'm definitely hype for the closer, for the Chrono Trigger run. I have a special place in my heart for runs of Chrono Trigger. My very first time hosting was in summer of 2019 for GDQ, and it was also my first time volunteering. And my first shift was one that was overnight with NES games. It was amazing. People were so kind. And then my second shift was Chrono Trigger and the final run of that marathon. And it was just a life-changing experience. So I have always loved Chrono Trigger anyway, and truly love seeing Chrono Trigger runs. Very hype that a Chrono Trigger run will be closing out Power Up with Pride this year. All right, friends, I have gotten word that our runner is ready to go once more, so hang tight and we will have that Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 any% run for you in just a moment. All right, friends, we are absolutely back with Astrid the Horror Girl running Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 any%.
We are back, and I'm gonna get right back into it.
Woo!
Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so apparently there are people doing the underground tour in Seattle, seeing the Seattle Underground. It is one of the biggest tourist destinations in Seattle. Apparently there's people going missing down there, so we're gonna go just make sure that that's, you know, if it's just some serial killer, who cares? That's not our business. But if it's vampires or paranormal stuff, well, we gotta go check that out, because can't be bringing any attention to the existence of vampires. Just gotta go make sure everything's on the up and up.
Chat's hit me hard here. Can we just forego destroying Seattle and take out Pittsburgh instead? People have some feelings. What city would you like to set on fire, theoretically, in a video game? Donate now to let me know. Do we have time for a donation here, actually?
Yeah.
Well, Neon Gray sent in $5 and says, after I finished my tech shift earlier, I was chatting about how smooth things had been going. So for my part in jinxing it, I feel like I need to appease the tech gods. Anyway, what's Seattle ever done for anyone? That donation did go towards destroying Seattle. It's coming right up. It's at $216, saving Seattle still in the lead at $250. And folks have just a little over 20 minutes to get their donations in, but that one did put us up to $5,500 raised for Point of Pride. Thank you so much, everyone. We did it together, and we're not done yet. So thank you very, very much for your generosity.
All right. We found half a kindred down there. So we're gonna try to figure out what it was that killed this gangrel. Also, the reason that they were down here in the first place, the prince kind of mentioned. The prince said that they were taking certain liberties. We found out that they had a cell phone and they were talking to their mortal boyfriend. Not supposed to do that. Big no-no. Nyx is very lucky that they didn't just execute Nyx and her boyfriend for potential Masquerade breach for that. Instead, they just banished Nyx to the underground, and unfortunately came across whatever it was that killed her.
What was that?
Alright, so there's these guys now.
What manner of creatures are they?
As is going to be explained in a moment, these are the Unbirthed, also known as Moonflowers. They are fledgling kindred that were raised in a ritual. They don't remember who they are, don't know what they are, and they are used as shock troops for the Sabbat. Alright, we're gonna clip through that wall right down here, grab this checkpoint, and then come up here, get our stuff back,
Fire, those creatures. What?
and we're gonna grab that checkpoint through the wall and load it. And now we've progressed very far in the game by doing that. That's one of my favorite skips of all time.
Exactly.
Alright, and we're just gonna use more of our Toreador powers to teleport up here instead of taking the intended method to get to this spot, which is a whole kind of like platforming thing. Why do that when you could just teleport up there?
That's just dandy.
So we hear gunshots now, and oh! It's vampire hunters. So now we've got to fight our way through Unbirthed and vampire hunters. And this is basically just a little arena wave-based combat thing. So, sporadic. First of all, I'm glad that we're finally working together. This has been a long time coming. But secondly, why don't you give us any more announcements, anything you want to talk about, anything you think is worth mentioning?
I am absolutely thrilled to be here hosting for you. I was very, very excited when I saw that I was finally going to get to host for one of your runs. So, absolutely mutual. $25 here from Less Than 3, who says, love to tech team and everyone here, sending all of the energy to get us more Astrid vampire drop kicking and lore dropping action. Happy Pride, y'all. Less Than 3. It worked! It worked, Less Than 3. Thank you so much for your generosity. That one also went towards our incentive that we have open for our game tomorrow, Sonic Robo Blast 2, to unlock the Sonic Schoolhouse custom map. Thank you so much. We are now $25 into the $400 we're looking to unlock that.
You still got time for stuff. Anything you want to mention?
All right, well, I'll mention that we don't have a lot more time for people to set Seattle on fire. I'm not going to stop talking about it because it's less than 20 minutes now. Actually, wait, it's less than 15 minutes, right? No, it's a little over 15 minutes. Anyway, math. Look, you don't have a lot of time if you want to set Seattle on fire. Our bid war is to save or destroy Seattle. We're going to be locking it down real soon. Save Seattle, still in the lead at $250. Destroy Seattle, coming up fast behind at $216. Do you want to set Seattle on fire? Get your donations into Point of Pride right now. And, you know, it's a really good cause.
See her.
True.
It always comes back to Lou Graham. Well, let's bite the bullet. Back to the glacier.
Alright.
You know, I've thought about that door, given what Polly said about Lou. That design looked
We found a big door underground, and Fabian sensed that there was a very powerful vampire on the other side of it. We concluded it must be the gardener, the leader of this Sabbat cell that's doing stuff. So, we asked Tali about it, and Tali is like, go see Lou Graham. Lou knows what's going on with that. So we're gonna go ask Lou Graham what's going on, and she is going to tell us to take her elevator to the basement, and that there is an entrance that we can use to go get on the other side of that door. So that is what this conversation is going to be about here.
So you said
Okay.
this game is set in 2024, right?
Yes, it is.
It is, but we've just got so much mood lighting here.
That's true.
I feel like You know, the vampires could definitely light it up if they want to, but they super don't want to. Is there a
No.
lore reason for that, or is that like just 100% ambiance, darling?
So there's a whole bunch of vampires that you can talk to that when they talk about Seattle, they say that the worst thing about it is its music. And that is because a lot of them were around for things like jazz and the blues, and they thought that that was really cool. So like grunge came and hit the scene, and they're like, "Oh God," and they've never moved on from that. The reason I bring this up is because that is an example of how Kindred in general have a hard time moving on from things that they were used to when they were mortals. So if they're used to having mood lighting like that, it takes a bit for them to be incensed to do different kinds of lighting a lot of times.
They're like, LEDs, no. Ugh. How dare you? They're, like, single-handedly funding the manufacturer of incandescent bulbs in 2024.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They are about old tech very much. Okay, we're gonna teleport all the way up there. Drink our drink. Teleport up there. And head on out. That's a whole vertical labyrinth, by the way, that I just skipped through. It's a whole, like, go to this side to get onto these stairs to get to this climbing thing. But again, you can teleport, so why not just teleport and get out of there a lot quicker? It's a unique thing to Clan Toreador in this game, to be able to make these teleports. Again, it's why they are faster. Oh no! Alright, this is a puzzle of like lining up the paint to make a certain symbol, and then you can reveal these fingers to go on this hand. And then Fabian makes a pun that Fire rolls her eyes at. Alright, so now we get to meet the gardener. You haven't seen it because we've been skipping all of it. This is any percent. But there's been these scenes every time we go to bed. We've imagined this exact field with the sunlight and everything, which is, you know, not a thing that Kindred are used to seeing. But this is the first time that we've gone here and we've seen someone else here, which is this little guy, the gardener.
Be careful.
Basically, for him, he tries to convince us to drink from him. Since he is so excited for us to drink from him, we do not do that, and we just rip out his spine instead. Good for us.
Ooh.
Now, alright, a little bit of time. We restart from that checkpoint, so we skip the conversation that Fire and Fabian have there. And instead, we get here, pick up the grenade and throw it to make this flash happen quicker. To battle!
Alright, I feel like I need to read this donation that came in. Do we have time for me to do that at this moment?
We got plenty of time.
Alright, fantastic. Well, I have a donation here from Zover for $50 who says, "Hi Astrid," and they put that one towards destroying Seattle, and destroying Seattle is now in the lead at $266. Save Seattle, of course, sitting at $250, and I think y'all have 2 minutes if you want to save Seattle, which I know is what Astrid wants to do. 2 minutes to get your donations in to save Seattle, save the trans baristas. Get your donations in now to Point of Pride.
I'll let you in on a little secret. It's
All
more
right.
like it's more like 10 minutes.
Oh, it's more like 10 minutes.
It's more
Okay.
like 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. So you have 10 minutes, but don't slack. If you want to save Seattle, if you want to make our runner happy, I mean, come on. Get those donations in. And if you're like, wow, host, you're really flip-flopping on this, you're dang right I am. We're trying to raise money for Point of Pride.
Listen, I want to save Seattle because it's faster. And
Yeah,
also,
absolutely. Don't we want to go fast?
yeah, also Seattle's nice, It's a nice place.
Is it? I literally haven't been there, so I'll have to take your word for it.
I've driven through there.
Yeah.
It seemed nice.
You're like, this city looks great to not stop in.
All right. With all these hunters showing up now, when we go back up to Lou, we interrupt a meeting that they are having on how to deal with the hunters. This is going to be just all dialogue and choosing the correct dialogue options to go as fast as possible. Sporadic, you have to tell me what your opinion is on vampire media in general.
I think I'm always fascinated actually by the theory behind a lot of different monsters because each of them kind of represents a different type of fear and facing that fear. I'm especially interested in the fact that a lot of the sort of defining stories that introduced monsters that are iconic, that are recognized, a lot of them were written by women initially, and then the monsters were contorted into something else than the person's original vision. So I love the idea of vampires in general, that kind of fear of the undead, that kind of fear of immortality, and that there's sort of like the fear of the blood drinking, but without getting too much into it, it's also supposed to be very pleasurable, right? It's a particular type of fantasy fulfillment. In the same way that horror is often a vehicle for a lot of queer media. I think that vampires are sort of this vehicle for desires that people feel that they are afraid to make clear. So as far as vampire media, it really depends on who's making it and how they're portraying the vampires. But in general, I think they're a really cool monster.
The gardener's bones aren't even ashes. No rest for
Very cool. Thank you for that insight, your opinion, and sharing what you find fascinating and interesting about vampires, because it is really, really cool to hear what people like or maybe dislike or just find interesting about vampire media. I say this because
Thank you for asking.
as you can probably tell, I'm just surface level into vampires. Barely anything at all, definitely. So,
Yeah, how is your feeling about vampire media in general? Obviously, this is one of, if not your big faves. So, but what about other vampire media? What's your feeling about it?
I love vampires. There it is.
to sleep.
Fantastic.
Not to-
Fantastic. Straight to the point. I love it.
It is fun though, because I love Vampire the Masquerade so much. Whenever I watch any other vampire media, I am constantly trying to sort any other vampires into clans. So if I watch like Vampire Diaries, or if I'm watching like whatever iteration of Dracula is out now, I try to figure out what clan they would be in. One of my favorite things to do with vampire media. So Polly has identified where the vampire hunter's base is located, and is like, hey, take down their communications and then we should be good. Well, we're gonna get more than we bargained for, because not only are we gonna take down their communications tower, but when we get there, we find a personalized message from the leader of the IAO in Seattle, and they basically dare us to come and get them. And what are we supposed to do? It's a dare, you know? We gotta do it.
How do we feel about a donation at this moment in time?
Yes, good.
All right, it's funny because I said, how do we feel about a donation? And then I clicked a button that made it harder for me to read the donation right now. All right, so we have a $20 donation here from Super Blood Wolf Moon who says, save the trans baristas. And that one went, of course, towards saving Seattle. In our save or destroy Seattle bid war, our hot and heavy bid war where Save Seattle is now in the lead by only $4. If you want to destroy Seattle, how much time do they have left to get their donations in?
I would say about 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, 5 minutes? If you want to set Seattle on fire, now is the time to get your donations in. As it was said in chat earlier, what did Seattle ever do for you? It'll give us 4 more minutes of marathon. You know you want to see more Power Up with Pride. Get your donations into Point of Pride. Click on that bid war because it will not click on itself. And yeah, let's burn Seattle to the ground.
All right. So here we are at the IAO base.
Teeth are my specialty.
No, get me up to speed. What are we doing at the IAO base? Sorry.
We are... Oh, I've been spotted. All right. That's going to make this a little bit more complicated. Oh, I got it. So we have to destroy these generators so that we can unlock the door. Think Dead by Daylight, you know? We're destroying generators to open a big door. Except instead of repairing them, we're destroying them. That's the idea. So, and we're being taunted on loudspeaker by Mother Hen or Agent Baker.
All right, well, it's looking like we're going to go to a little break here for just a moment. So thank you all so much. You know, it just gives you a few more minutes to get those donations in. We'll be getting this working again as quickly. It's really freezing in Seattle, as everybody said. It's so frozen in Seattle that it froze the server, but don't worry, we'll be back as soon as we can. We're absolutely going to be seeing more of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 very, very shortly. Thank you so much to everybody who has been hanging out yesterday and today for Power Up with Pride 2026. I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation we had earlier about different monsters and the meaning behind those monsters and the fears that they embody. This is something that has been fascinating to me for a while because they didn't occur to me like automatically that a particular monster was actually supposed to address like a particular human fear. And zombies are another one, right? Of like a hunger, both of kind of like losing your humanity and then of hunger that can never be sated. And I thought differently about zombie media after reading and watching some things about the sort of base human fears that they address. But I do think I've always enjoyed like different vampire media. I particularly enjoy when they have some like interesting extra powers, like turning into mist or turning into bats or stuff like that. But I just, really love monsters. Ooh. hearing about some cool monster movies. Well, thank you all for waiting, and guess what? Our runner is already ready to go, so we're gonna have more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines to any percent for you here in just a moment. And away we go with more hot vampire action. We're here, we're queer, and we love vampires. Let's go.
I sure do love vampires too. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Vampires.
3, 2, 1, vampires.
3, 2, 1. Vampires. All right, we are now about to go through the door.
We're back in Seattle. We're back to having, oh, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. How much time do we have to set Seattle on fire?
We still got time. I'd say close to 4 minutes, I'd say.
Okay. All right. You have 4 minutes to set Seattle on fire. Our hot and heavy bid war here to save Seattle or destroy Seattle. Save Seattle in the lead at $270 and destroy Seattle only $4 behind at $266. If you would like to burn Seattle down, get those donations in. It will add 4 minutes to the run, and we get to see a lot of fire. Do you like fire? I don't know why I'm encouraging this. Only video game fire, okay? I'm encouraging this for Point of Pride. That's right. We are raising funds for a fantastic cause.
Alright, we're just gonna clip through that encounter. And then open this door. We're gonna kill these few friends right in front. And in this gauntlet, so there's gonna be a whole bunch of folks that are gonna fight. Once this fight is over, the decision will be made. So,
this is it. I'm gonna be hitting refresh over here to see if we are saving or destroying Seattle. Now, if you feel strongly about saving Seattle, you can always get your donation in to make sure that Seattle pulls into the lead to be saved. You've got to out-snipe those snipers who want to destroy Seattle because it's only a $4 difference. All donations will be going towards Point of Pride. Fantastic cause. Don't forget you have to click on that bid war if you want to donate towards it. Now is absolutely the time. Your last chance.
I'd say 30 seconds.
Woo! So much refreshing.
All right. All right. I was trying to do a fun little fancy thing, but it's being mean to me, so I'll just go in the normal way. And all right, here it is.
All right, is that it? All right,
That
I'm hitting
is it.
refresh. Hitting refresh one more time before I go over to the bid war and hit refresh and see that Save Seattle indeed did win. We are not setting Seattle on fire. All of the
All
trans baristas,
right.
thank you.
All right, so we are saving Seattle.
We are saving Seattle.
All right, in that case, we are going to be.
I will fear
I'll just let this one play because it's fun.
Your god will not follow you here.
And now we have a baby vampire. Thank you everyone for saving Seattle. You did it. We saved the city.
Rip to the arson that could have been. Thank you for saving Seattle. Thank you all for your incredible generosity in such a short amount of time. We went from $5,500 raised for Point of Pride to almost $5,600 raised for Point of Pride. Y'all are incredible. Thank you very, very much.
All right. So we are now on our way back to the prince, and we've got to tell the prince what happened. So you can choose to hide the fact that you embraced the leader of the hunters, or you can just tell the prince. We're gonna tell the prince because it saves us from having a longer conversation later if we choose to hide it. So that is why we are going to be telling the prince. It only saves like a few seconds, but it's a speedrun. You want to save time.
That's right, gotta go fast.
Uh-huh.
Is it like SpongeBob where him and Patrick are on the outskirts saying, "We saved the city" while it's burning?
All right.
Friends in chat pointing out that you can be the person who gets us to that $5,600 milestone with just a $5 donation to Point of Pride.
Heck yeah.
That went better than I expected. Unburdening yourself of a secret pain.
I love crowdfunding. It's like really exciting. It's really, really exciting for me as a host. And I like to remind people that every single donation counts. That's really how this works. Like the big ones, of course, are very exciting, but lots and lots of small ones also do the exact same job. And it's 100% how crowdfunding works. And you don't have to donate a lot to make a difference. It's all of us working together.
That is a fact. Thank you to everyone who has been donating. It has been... It's part of the reason why I love doing these events, because even if I personally am unable to donate, I'm still able to volunteer and do what I can to help incentivize and encourage everybody that I can to come together toward the goal and the cause of raising money for a good cause. That's the good stuff, and I'm always happy to volunteer for any of these kinds of marathons whenever I get the chance.
It really is about doing what you can, and it's okay to not be able to give money if time is what you can give. One of the most important lessons I think I've learned in my life is that they're interchangeable, which can be hard to sort of grasp, especially if money is what you need, but time is what you have. But realize that your time is valuable, your time is worth something, and giving your time is worth just as much, if not more, than giving money. So even if you cannot afford to do any sort of donation, by being here and making our viewership numbers higher, you're helping out by spreading the word, taking a moment to let other people know the marathon is going on. You're helping out. You can always volunteer here with us. You can also volunteer with Point of Pride. You can volunteer wherever the heck you want to put your time, because your time really means something.
Very, very true. We are now going to go and find Agent Baker, who we, of course, embraced. Well, she's having a hard time coming to terms with the fact that she's a vampire now. So we're gonna go give her her first orders, and I don't know what's gonna happen, because you can just always just kind of oh, I forgot I have to talk to Nico. Hey Nico, I love ya. Now we can open the store. Agent Baker, let's see what we end up saying. What are your orders? All right, we've doubly saved Seattle. I want you to know what just happened with the choice that I made. We basically told her to go and destroy Tacoma instead. So, there you go, everyone. We saved
Just
Seattle.
incredible.
Yeah. I hope you don't mind Tacoma. You know.
Take that, Tacoma! I wish we could have known for the bid war. That would have been amazing. It'd be like, save Seattle, destroy Tacoma. Oh. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Happy Pride, everyone.
I suppose all that remains now is
Heck
to
yeah.
check in on
All right, we have the last really big RNG moment coming up here by talking to Lou Graham. So, when we destroyed the gardener, Lou Graham no longer had these hallucinations. So she's thinking about going out and getting some food and wants to know what the food situation is looking like out there on the street. So we're gonna do one last hunt for her, and if we can find basically an excitable woman, then she'll be like, oh yes, I love to eat excitable women. But if not...
Happy Pride, everyone!
Yeah. If not, then we're gonna have to go a little bit down the street to find a specific woman who's always there.
I like Chad is talking about how much Tacoma smells. The aroma of Tacoma is a real meme, apparently.
Oh, goodness.
I'm learning so much. I've learned so many things today.
I have an inkling where we'll find the girl.
Where?
Close to home.
You really never know what's gonna happen at a
It's true.
speedrunning marathon. It's
True.
It's the best place to be.
Gosh, you're so right. All right, now let's look for these. Hey, are you woman? Yes, you are. That's good luck. We found one real quick.
Well,
All right.
say, I don't know about this fire.
Need I remind you that finding Verona was your suggestion?
We're arguing about something that's not going to happen as well.
I'm
Okay.
so like curious about how you mark them, by the way. Like,
What we do is we like pickpocket them.
Oh.
Take something that smells like them and then give it to Vampire. They smell it and then go, okay, this one. And then they can follow that scent across the city. That is essentially how they get marked. So, we're gonna go give Lou Graham disappointing news because we weren't able to find the perfect victim for her, so she's upset with us. But who cares? We finished the mission. That counts.
Well, should we see what Sophia has for us?
All right, and now we are on to Sophia's mission, which is basically where the point of no return in this game begins.
we're having shoutouts to all the gay arson we had not in Seattle.
Good, good.
That's right. Remember, this is Pride Month. Next month, Wrath.
True, yes. All right. So we come in here and we find that Sophia is not here. We take a seat and wait. Meanwhile, we just talk to Fabian and then talk to Mrs. Thorne, asking where Sophia is.
Sophia? She left some time ago.
Mrs. Thorne is also a vampire. Oh, this part's great. I'm skipping through it, but it's great because Mrs. Thorne is like she was embraced when she was 70 something, I think, and she's been alive for another like 40 years after that as a vampire. We of course were embraced when we were like 30, and we've been alive for 400 years after that. So Mrs. Thorne puts a tape recorder on the table, and we just look at it awkwardly, like, what is that? And Mrs. Thorne has to explain that it's an apparatus for recording one's voice. And we just stand there, still looking at it, like, afraid to touch it. And so Mrs. Thorne has to turn it on for us and everything. It's great.
I wonder why Sophia didn't want to meet. You smell that?
He's like, ugh, I got you. Dumb kid, and you're like,
Yeah.
I am much older than you.
Uh-huh. All right.
Shoutouts to Steven Universe. That's it. Shoutouts to Steven Universe.
That's it? Yep.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine thing to
Definitely,
shout
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, this is not good.
I redid that checkpoint because sometimes the game reads those enemies back there as still being around, preventing us from going forward. And we don't want that. All right. Gotta be a little careful through here.
Pleasure watching you work.
Because the Thin Bloods that you fight in here, most of these enemies are ghouls, but the two Thin Bloods, if you let them see you, they can go into like Ultra Instinct mode, and it's just hard to fight them when they're doing that. And once again, we're gonna drop over here just to kill the two by the door, so that we can move right along. Oh gosh. Fire, you gotta stop climbing walls that I don't want you to. This girl loves climbing. Alright, elevator. So I did like a lot of glitch hunting in this game. I'm like the glitch hunter for this game. And I found a whole bunch of things that are really funny. For instance, I found that you can glitch yourself into this elevator way before you're intended to get to it. But if you do, the elevator never actually leaves. It does that for another elevator that happened a little bit earlier too. You can get into it early, but if you do that, it just never actually goes. It's very funny.
Shoutouts to the elevator in my building that also does the same thing sometimes.
Oh.
No glitching into elevator required. Yeah. And I love stairs. Anyway.
Right. And here's
Fire, what do you remember?
another thing.
So Sophia was right.
There's intended to be this big wave combat thing going on down here. You fight a whole bunch of... You fight these four, and then you have to wait for this elevator to come back down and bring another group of four. And that's typically how this is done. But, instead, since we are a Toreador, we're just gonna use our blink power and come right on through the door and just leave. Just like that. And then come into this room where we find, oh my god, what has happened? Sophia.
Sophia.
Can't believe it happened to our girl.
Now she has Ghost from Ghostbusters vibes.
True.
She's still gonna shush you.
Brought her here.
Yes, yes. All right. Sporadic,
Very
is there any other announcements you want to make? Anything that you additionally want to say? We got time. I just got to talk politics with the Camarilla Court.
Yes. You are watching Power Up with Pride 2026 here on Twitch. We're running from June 5th to June 7th, and we're benefiting Point of Pride. If you want to find out more about them, you can find the link to their site in the panels below the stream, or use !charity in chat. If you're interested in donating, you can type !donate in the chat. Find the schedule by using !schedule, or see the incentives with !incentives. Or you can ask your friendly neighborhood host, who will tell you that the incentive we have open right now is for the Sonic Robo Blast run coming up tomorrow, just a few hours after the last day starts. We are looking for $400 to unlock the Sonic Schoolhouse custom map, and we are $25 into that. So thank you so much for your generosity so far, and we still have a ways to go. When you are donating to Point of Pride, you do need to click on those incentives and bid wars. Your donation will not automatically go towards them. So please do, and thank you everyone for your incredible generosity to Point of Pride so far. It's really inspiring. I hope you've been enjoying the run. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride indeed. So Lou Graham showed up and she was like, all right, I'm gonna use my incredible power to persuade the prince to destroy all of the anarchs, or at the very least their leader Katsumi. This is a terrible idea, but we've basically been strong-armed into doing it. Instead of meeting Katsumi in her usual spot, though, we meet Tali, who tries to persuade us out of this course of action, but nevertheless, no matter what we're planning, does tell us where Katsumi is anyways. We're gonna just teleport through that door, because normally this section is a forced walk, but if you just skip that trigger, then you can run. Pretty fun.
If Lou gets her blood hunt, everyone here is forfeit, kindred mortals alike. Perhaps that's why Tali...
All right. We're gonna talk to Max and be mean to him one last time.
pinned down who Katsumi was meeting.
Sorry, Max, I do love you. But I gotta go fast. All right. Now we just have a run on over to
Catch a whiff of that?
Katsumi to go as fast as we possibly can.
Supplies. Follow that scent, and you'll find Katsumi.
But we have to try and help ourselves out with
She didn't come
this
here to
by reloading this checkpoint to hopefully make it load a different checkpoint later. That's the plan anyways.
Did you just like bounce off of those
Yes.
those barrels? Are they like extra bouncy?
No, I simply use the strength of my legs
all right.
to kick myself off the concrete.
Any hunches on who Katsumi is meeting? This chance might deliver.
Hello. All right. And once again, this is a forced walk, but if we just go right on through, then we can run. And then we open this door to go and meet Katsumi.
So you've made your decision.
It need not come to that.
Then why are you here, Han?
Yes, you take.
Oh. Video game? Well. My game crashed.
Well, at least this time, you know, we'll be bringing it back as quickly as possible here.
Indeed.
In the meantime, friends, I would like to remind you that we are raising money for Point of Pride. Point of Pride is a trans-led and 501c3 nonprofit organization, and they've served tens of thousands of people in all 50 states and over 100 countries by providing access to gender-affirming health and wellness services. They're currently celebrating their 10-year anniversary, and in that time, they've raised nearly $6 million in support of their mission. Thank you again to everybody for your generosity in helping us raise even more funds for this fantastic organization this Pride Month. Even the game doesn't want to save Seattle.
True. Alright, sorry about that, everyone. My screen went black and I went,
Not come to that.
well, that was strange. I bet it crashed, and then
Here, Han.
it gave me the error report.
Question.
Yes, you take.
Alright.
There is no choice.
We just asked Katsumi if she would like to help us, destroy Lou Graham instead. Teaming up with the Anarchs, you know? We'll see if that's in our future. It's possible I was too mean to the Anarchs to get that as an ending, though. Alright. we're simply gonna hop on out.
Well, that's interesting. If you're like extra rude to them, they just won't team up with you. They're like, no, you're a jerk. Bye.
Yes, that is correct. All right, and then we meet a surprise guest from Bloodlines 1. It's Damsel. If you are a Bloodlines 1 fan, this encounter is probably very cool to see, because Damsel is very cool. And she tells us, hey, I think that you coming over here was basically just a distraction. There's probably stuff going down over at the court. And we go, okay, well, let's go check it out.
Makes a nasty kind of sound. Cop killers tend to.
We are just going as fast as we can because the masquerade doesn't matter for this section. We can just get going. So that is what we are gonna do.
If Damsel is right, anything could have happened.
Do you move faster with like your super running than the drop kicks?
The drop kicks are faster than the super running, but the thing about the drop kicks is that they are very hard to control because they go in a straight line. Whereas the running, you can actually maneuver yourself. Okay. We are now at Weaver Tower, and we do the long anticipatory elevator ride. That's always, whenever you're speedrunning this, you're looking at the clock and this elevator is just never going fast enough, and you're just like, come on, come on, come on.
It's like a real elevator ride. You gotta deal with like the elevator music. It's like dun, 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 dun. You're like, please.
Exactly. And then we arrive, we find the prince staked. A stake through the prince's chest, which does not kill Kindred, but it paralyzes them. It was Sophia! Oh my gosh. So, because this is kind of like the section where everything gets revealed and everything, and you will not hear most of it because I will be skipping through most of the dialogue. Basically what happened is that Lou Graham murdered Sophia's boyfriend, Gideon, who is Fabian's sire, actually. And it was Gideon that became the gardener. Once Lou Graham did that, she swore herself to revenge against the Camarilla. And the best way to get revenge against the Camarilla? Join up with the Sabbat. And that is what she has done. And now she's taken down the whole Camarilla.
Well, at least we set something on fire.
True. This is usually
For those of you who wanted to see, go ahead.
This is usually where, whenever I run this game, people make jokes about how, man, Prince Ryong's career is hot right now, or something like that.
What do you think, my love?
All right, and we're gone. And now it is time for us to crawl. Now, you may be wondering, but Ryong just kind of burst into flames. Why are we just kind of sizzling? That is because, you see, there's two kindred for the sun to burn. Me and Fabian. Two of us inside of one body, and the sun is working through burning both of us. So, the unfortunate thing is, while we are only lightly simmering in the sunlight, Fabian is actually thoroughly getting cooked. And it is very tragic because I love Fabian.
You're almost there. Just move!
All right, one more time we go into the garden. And this time we do it just to say goodbye to Fabian. So everyone in the chat, if you would do me a favor, 07s for Fabian, Fs in chat for Fabian, whichever you prefer, because we're saying farewell to our boy.
Fabian? Is that you?
Where? See, I can have got some wings to grow.
Farewell, Fabian. We love you.
An extra hard.
All right. And now, nothing left to do but to take our revenge on Sophia. For Erratic, we have a lot of walking to do. So if you've got some last announcements to make, now is the best time to do them.
Yes, well, it is my duty to remind you all that we do have an incentive open for a run coming up tomorrow for Sonic Robo Blast 2 to unlock the Sonic Schoolhouse custom map. We're looking for $400 to unlock that, and we are already $25 into that goal. Now, even though this is the last run of the marathon for the day, it is not the last run of the marathon. We have an entire other day coming up. Even if you don't feel like donating at this very moment, even when the marathon is offline for a few hours, you can still get your donations in, and then of course you can always donate during the marathon tomorrow. But we are looking to unlock that one. So when you're donating to Point of Pride, do remember to click on incentives and any bid wars that might open up tomorrow. But yeah, let's get that Sonic Schoolhouse custom map.
If there's anything else, you can keep on going.
All right, well, I will tell everybody that this is Power Up with Pride 2026, our flagship summer event. If you missed any runs in the marathon so far, you can find them uploaded after the marathon on our YouTube channel. You can also stay up to date on this event and any future events by following us on Blue Sky or by joining our Discord. Links to all of these can be found in the panels below the stream or by using !social in the chat. The money we raise will go to Point of Pride's various support programs, such as the Thrive Fund, a generalized fund to help cover a wide range of gender-affirming care and services, such as updating IDs, vocal therapy, and reproductive health services. It's a wonderful, wonderful cause we are here raising funds for. Thank you again, everyone, for your generosity to Point of Pride, and please do keep those donations coming in.
Indeed. Thank you very much for all of that. We are coming in on the final moments of the game here. We just got to get up to the top to confront Sophia. We just got to get past all of the Sabat to do it. Which is no problem, for the most part. Alright, into another vent.
I feel like this is the most modern building I've seen so far in this game.
Alright. Oh, they're doing some sneaky stuff. Alright. Thank you. Excuse me, goodness. Man, those folks were quite upset with me. Alright.
You know, for all that punching in the face, I mean, usually people Don't enjoy it.
Well, they should learn to be more tolerant, is what I guess I would
Of my
say.
fist. Of my fist in their face.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so got some invisible enemies. All right. And now we have our boss fight with Sophia at the top of this elevator.
We are about to close the
So
case.
Sophia's boss fight is pretty simple, but also if you are a lesbian like I am, it also might do some other special things for you. It's great.
We're only to end your suffering.
Oh my gosh, we just had another donation in roll in, so 5.6k we gave.
Let's go.
Let's go. Is it
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to read these.
Oh. Well, that sounds interesting.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Neon Grayson in a donation says, okay, I'm not letting us close the night shy of the milestone. And then let me just check with my associates here about the rest of this donation.
Okay. All right. We're just gonna wait once again. Sophia's gonna spawn around here. And then we're gonna kick her in the face and then bite her again.
Let's go.
A good drop kick to the face will teach her to destroy Seattle or attempt to. All right. We just have to do that one more time, and then we will be able to be in the clear. So time is gonna be coming up soon when I bite Sophia like that again. First is this wave. All right, now we wait for Sophia. Time is coming up. When I bite Sophia, I will call it. Come on, Sophia. Come on, Sophia. And time.
GG's.
There it is. And everyone in chat, I have great news for you because this too is Yuri. You are welcome. I'm happy to give you this gift of Yuri.
Happy Pride, everyone! Alright, so coming back here, this was a $5.69 donation, and it says, please tell us about Vampire Year 1420 and or 1669, please, if there's time. 1420 or 1669, please. What a way to wrap up.
Oh man. I don't think I have time.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Just know that both of these were massive confrontations between the Sabbat and the Camarilla in these times. In the 1600s, of course, it is going to the New World, where the Sabbat would lay some stakes. It would take a while before the Camarilla got to the New World, and the 1400s was still like the ratifying of like the Sabbat even coming into the formation, and stuff like that. But without getting too specific, there you go. That is me doing that. The Nomad has changed Seattle, but what's important is it did not burn down. Normally at this time, during this like little scene where you could they'll like show the city and things like this in this kind of overview. In the other ending, it shows all of this, but except it's all on fire, and you see all these folks in gas masks and flamethrowers walking through the city and stuff. So, you saved it. So look, the city is still there and standing.
Business as usual for the people of the city.
Good job, everybody. Seattle's not on fire. We saved the trans baristas. Happy Pride.
Indeed.
Thank you for that incredible, incredible run. Astrid, do you have any shout-outs you would like to do?
I would like to, first of all, shout out Power Up with Pride. I didn't get to run last year because of really difficult issues that I was going through, and I almost missed it again this year for similar issues. But Power Up with Pride is like my favorite event to do whenever I do speedrun events, and I do a lot of speedrunning events, as many as I can, and I love the Power Up with Pride team. I was really happy to be here again. And the last shout out I'd like to make is for my community. This has been an extremely hard year. It still is, and it's not done, but I would not be able to be streaming right now. I would not be able to be like playing this game, doing these events, or being where I am, or any of that without the support from my community and folks who care about me. So thank you very much to everyone around me, all my friends, and my found family. Trans rights are human rights. I am transgender, pansexual, aromantic, and also I am here and queer, and I'm not going anywhere. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much. That was really beautiful. Thank you very, very much for sharing that. And I'm so glad that you could be here to run this fantastic game. And I'm so glad that I could host for it. I've definitely been looking forward to hosting for you for quite some time. So I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very hairy. I'm very, very happy that happened. All right, well, with that is, in fact, the final run of the day. But the marathon is not over yet. We still have so many incredible runs coming up for you after the break. We are going to be back in about 5 hours with our morning pre-show, and then it is just non-stop bangers. So I hope that some of y'all can be here. Of course, take care of yourselves and get some good rest, and then come on back for all of the incredible runs that we have. We'll be back with Dragon Quest 1 HD 2D run by Ice Blue. That's an any percent run. That will be our first run of the day, and it's gonna be fantastic. I really hope that y'all can be there. Well, that marks the end of my time hosting for this wonderful, wonderful marathon. Again, it is my pleasure. It is my honor. I choose this marathon because the cause means so much to me, and because the people are so kind. So it has been wonderful to be here. There are all of these wonderful, incredible people you will hear from tomorrow. We will be back. In the meantime, thank you all so much. Everybody, take care. Power Up with Pride will return in 5 hours.